Hey, this is Robb Flynn from Machine Head, and you're watching Paranormal Prison on Loudwire.
Can't hide with this device. We'll know you're around.
Are we safe in here?
Your favorite Black Sabbath song.
Step back into the haunted confines of the Mansfield Reformatory, where Ohio's most violent criminals lost their lives, but their souls still remain. I'm professional ghost hunter Josh Bernstein, and on these very special investigations, I'm joined by fellow ghost hunter Jose Mangin and our expert equipment techs, Cyrus Entezam and Morgan Rondinella. We have the knowledge, experience, and intestinal fortitude to guide these famous rock stars on dangerous hunts throughout America's most horrifying and decrepit prison. The same exact prison that now houses the annual Inkcarceration Music and Tattoo Festival. Our team dares to cross into a realm where the living meet the dead. Join us, Loudwire, and some of your favorite musicians as we enter the darkness in hopes of finding the souls still trapped in the impenetrable walls of Paranormal Prison.
There's only one way to find out if this place is truly haunted. You find out yourself. Let's go.
Our story begins in 1862, a facility born for first-time offenders but with all the appeal of a medieval dungeon. Tragically, many prisoners never did reform or escape. Their souls forever melded to the bricks and bars of the Ohio State Reformatory. Unsettling to say the least. As the loud music and screaming fans of the Inkcarceration Festival permeate throughout these halls, will these souls ever be able to find eternal peace? From one paranormal prison to another, our first guest this season grew up in the very shadows of Alcatraz.
Led by fiery singer-guitarist Robb Flynn, Machine Head was formed from the ashes of Bay Area thrash metal band Violence. The band takes influence from their fellow California thrash metalers Metallica, Exodus, and Slayer. And Machine Head are considered one of the pioneering bands in the new wave of American heavy metal. Their 2007 album, The Blackening, was a modern metal masterpiece. As the band famously once said, "Let freedom ring with a shotgun blast."
Paranormal Prison. My name is Josh Bernstein.
What's up, Jose Metal Ambassador Mangin?
We are here all weekend long. So many great experiences, but we're going to take so many rock stars on ghost hunts, but this one's super special. Old friend of ours, Jose.
Big time friend of ours, of the metal community, Robb Flynn from Machine Head. Welcome. Thanks for coming to ghost hunting with us, brother.
This is awesome, dude. This is so cool.
So we have to ask, first time in a prison or playing in prison?
First time playing a prison.
Attacks, people being murdered, and then of course they said a couple of people were hung a couple times from these shower heads here, and the shower devices and stuff. Brutal.
Whether it was Ozzy or Jimmy Page, right, playing with the dark arts. Has that ever been a concern of yours in writing dark music and dark lyrics that you might be conjuring up?
I mean, there was a period when I was in high school when I basically carried around the Satanic Bible every day. And, I definitely, I think my views have changed as I've gotten older. I believe that, you can still have ghosts. I believe you can still have paranormal activity. It doesn't necessarily have to be connected to a god or a devil.
Yeah.
I think that they're independent of each other.
Jose, I don't know about you. I'm ready to go hunt some ghosts.
Let's do this, man.
Let's do it.
So Rob, we're about to take you into the West Cell Block here at the Mansfield Reformatory. This was a youth prison for many, many years.
A youth prison?
A youth prison,
Oh, okay.
A reformatory, actually with the goal of reforming people, but some people didn't get out, right? We're gonna see some interesting stuff, including the showers, a theater, and a lot of cells where some interesting
these
things happen.
cells are small, dude. I just kind of poked my head in when I was walking in. It's really small, especially for
Yes, you'll see that some of these quarters are quite cramped, and we've brought in some cutting edge technology we're gonna use to hunt these ghosts. So without further ado, Jose,
let's go.
Cyrus, Morgan, are we ready?
All right, we're gonna start this ghost hunt and descend into the darkness. Jose, you ready?
Yep.
Rob?
Yep.
With the lights cut and our team fully equipped, it's time for Rob to learn, is there anybody out there?
So prisoners for hundreds, over 100 years would live in this facility. And you can see these ducts here. There was an underground system that pumped out air here in the summer. So this is the closest thing we got to air conditioning. Obviously growing up, I'm sure, having the knowledge of Johnny Cash playing in prison, 40 years later Metallica did it. You guys change your set at all or do anything different knowing that you're in a different environment here?
No.
No? You're always ready to play for the prison audience?
I mean, is it a prison audience? I don't really feel like we're playing to a prison audience.
You are playing to the inmates who are the fans here, but there's actually a real prison. There's a real prison across the street.
Real prison across the street.
Yeah, and they do come out here.
Is Robb about to change his tune?
Are we welcome here in the prison? Bob, do you want to ask any questions?
What is your favorite Black Sabbath song?
Did we just make our first paranormal contact? Did they really not have a favorite Sabbath record? Come on.
They would know Black Sabbath. 1990s Black Sabbath was still kicking around.
Does anyone want to talk?
That's better.
That's better? Doesn't surprise me that the spirits in here love a female voice and presence.
Rob, have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Yes, many times.
Many times? All right, well, this next part will go into also for the movie as well, to make it look like we're the church and brought up the church pews and stuff.
We give Robb a thermal camera to search for any unexplained heat anomalies.
And spirits, if you're in here, this is the time to come out. You can't hide with this device. We'll know you're around.
Some stuff over here. A lot of blue over there.
Could that even read like a pipe in a wall or something? But it's weird. But you would see the pipe.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense.
Oh.
Robb's thermal camera detects a unique anomaly on the wall. Uncomfortable and with chills racing up our spines, it's time for us to move on very quickly.
Would you describe yourself as someone who is a believer in the paranormal and the unexplained, or more of a skeptic?
I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes I don't feel it's as much as most people think it is, but I have had a couple of weird experiences. Like, me and my friends were playing with a Ouija board one time, and we had some guitar picks on there, and the guitar pick fucking went up. I've had moments where I knew somebody had died, and I felt like shit kind of brushed down the back of my neck, and for no reason, just super randomly, and then found out later that someone had died in the house or something like that. So I definitely believe that there's something out there.
Absolutely.
A few hours into our hunt, Robb feels more comfortable sharing his thoughts on the paranormal and how it's influenced Machine Head's music.
Yeah, we wrote a song on our 8th album called Ghosts Will Haunt My Bones. Yeah. It was cool. It was about, just about ghosts and hauntings and paranormal. It wasn't about paranormal prison, but it was about, the paranormal. It was a cool subject to write about, because it didn't have to necessarily be about, the unexplained. It was you could just kind of explore all this trippy shit, and it didn't necessarily have to connect to reality or something. It was pretty rad.
Okay, we just finished our ghost tour with Robb Flynn of Machine Head here at Paranormal Prison. Robb, have your thoughts changed at all on the paranormal since you've been here?
No.
Does that mean because you were always convinced?
I was always convinced, yeah.
Well, we appreciate it.
You said you felt something.
I said I felt something in
the shower room.
Are we safe in here?
Never.
There was a lot of weird energy in there. I gotta say, this was really cool though, man.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us on Paranormal Prison. Good luck out there. We're excited to see you play later.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Thank you for having me, dude.
We can't thank Robb and Machine Head enough for both performing in incarceration and surviving Paranormal Prison. Stay tuned for the next episode of Paranormal Prison with Los Angeles rock and rollers, Holy Wars.